Local 4 News starts now with a breaking news alert.
One person is dead after hitting a building and then being ejected from a vehicle on Detroit's east side. Thank you for joining us this noon. I'm Rhonda Walker.
And I'm Kim DeJulio in for Jason Colthorpe. The crash happened on 7 Mile near Pearson about 90 minutes ago. And we'll get right over to Rod Maloney, who has been on this since the very start. Rod, what have you learned?
Well, we've learned that this is a sprawling scene. First of all, check behind me here. There's a telephone pole on the ground there. And then as we go down the street here, this is 7 Mile, West 7 Mile near Evergreen. And in fact, the situation is you've got car parts everywhere. But more than anything, the vehicle hit that pole. One of the eyewitnesses told me it went airborne and actually hit the building down here that you can see in the shot. Now, to the right of the wreckage there in the building is the black car, which we're told was going at a very high rate of speed down West 7 Mile, hit the pole and then went out of control, hit that building. The driver ejected and is now deceased. Now, the owner of that building is a Todd Giles, who is the executive director of the William Jacos Foundation. And he said that the building now took a big hit, and his project trying to make it into a Brightmoor Community Center has taken a major setback now as a result of this accident. Let's hear from Todd as he talked about the sadness he felt at both the passing of the driver, but also his building being hit like this.
This is really going to set us back because we were at phase 3 of completing this building. We purchased this building from the city of Detroit as a burned out building some years ago, and we've done all of this work primarily on our own. Me, my 4 brothers, my sister, my 3 brothers and my sister. And so a lot of sweat equity went into it, and that's going to hurt.
And so the police department doing the investigation, the fatal squad on the scene here, and they are processing the entire situation. But it's a wide scene, DTE on the scene also to try and fix that electrical pole. And again, West 7 Mile shut down out here by Evergreen, has been for the past couple of hours and is likely to be for the next couple of hours. So that's it for now from here. Reporting live, Rod Maloney, Local 4.
All right, Rod, also another sad story. An 11-year-old child sleeping on a couch shot in the head in a drive-by shooting early this morning. The home riddled with dozens of bullets. That girl was rushed to Children's Hospital in Detroit about 4 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, and it all happened on Pennsylvania Street near Gratiot Avenue and I-94. Victor Williams is following this story for us. Victor, what have you learned this morning?
Well, right now, this 11-year-old girl is still in critical condition. All of this, like you guys said, took place at about 4 a.m., but we're able to finally see some of the damage right here on the door where about 23 bullets went into this house. We're told that about 15 to 20 people were inside the home when this happened, but the only one injured was the child that was sleeping on the couch. Now, police say it was multiple shooters who carried out the attack on this home, the motive unknown at this time. Either way, people in the area are absolutely heartbroken that this happened so close to home.
It's devastating. It's devastating, not to just a person's family, but to the community. Like we need to reach out here and do something about this because it's senseless.
Now we hear that Chief James White has a press conference that's scheduled for 3:45 at DPD headquarters, where hopefully we'll learn more about the circumstances leading to this shooting. Victor Williams, Local 4.
Just absolutely heartbreaking. Thank you, Victor. And we are getting a first look at the student from Detroit arrested in connection to a deadly shooting in a Colorado dorm room. 25-year-old Nicholas Jordan faces 2 counts of first-degree murder. The shooting happened Friday night at the University of Colorado's campus in Colorado Springs. 2 people were found shot to death inside of the dorm room. Police have not released a motive, but say the shooter and victims knew each other.
Police are looking for the person who opened fire outside of a restaurant, injuring 1 person. It happened last night at the outside of the Ruth Chris Steakhouse on Big Beaver near I-75. Customers inside told us that they could hear the sound of gunshots, but initially they didn't even realize that's what they were hearing until the restaurant staff said something to them. At last check, the victim was listed in stable condition. Police believe that this was a targeted attack.
Ousted Michigan GOP Chair Christina Caramo is in a Kent County courtroom today due to a lawsuit filed against her by the party that she used to lead. The Michigan Republican Party filed suit against Christina Caramo, which seeks to have Caramo officially declared removed as chair. Caramo has disputed her removal ever since the state GOP voted last month, maintaining that the vote was illegitimate. We'll keep you updated if anything else happens. The Michigan Central Station in Corktown will reopen this June. The iconic train station has been closed for more than 3 decades. But last night, the message 6624 was shown on the front of the building. Michigan Central Station officials have since confirmed that is their reopening date. We'll have more tonight on the impact of this reopening tonight on Local 4 News at 6.
It's been 6 years
since they bought the building. I know. And we've seen the restoration process on the outside.
Right.
But the inside, I mean, I literally have chills thinking about it.
I know. Can't wait to get inside. Meanwhile, it's not a bad afternoon to be outside, Ron.
Yeah, no chills.
Yeah, it is really nice out there. We are seeing some temperatures that are now into the 40s after having a very cold start to the morning. We were around 20 degrees in a lot of locations. We had wind chill, and then we had the fog out there as well. Here's a view into downtown Detroit. Absolutely stunning. A lot of sunshine. Ford Field, you see over here, Comerica Park right there, and the Hudson Site Tower right there. Now, we have 44 in Detroit, 42 for Ann Arbor, 43 in Port Huron, 42 in Monroe. Those winds mostly out of the southeast and the south. You see regionally that we are majority above 40 degrees across southeast Michigan. Still a little bit cooler. Sandusky 38. Get over in southwestern Ontario, Harrow 39 right now. So those wind chills, you shave off maybe about 5 degrees for what it actually feels like right now. Still, though, very comfortable out there with a lot of sunshine. That's going to be the case for the rest of the afternoon. And we have our sunset coming up just a little bit after 6 o'clock. I'll tell you what to expect because we have some changes coming, though, for tomorrow.
All right. Thank you, Ron. The latest in a series of wet winter storms barreling through the state of California, bringing flooding, mudslides, even a tornado warning to a state already saturated with water. NBC's Liz Cruz has a closer look at the conditions.
Another blast of wet winter weather threatening California homes, roads, and lives. The storm sending torrents of water and mud rushing down hillsides and closing major thoroughfares across the state.
What's been the impact of storm after storm after storm the past few weeks?
What we're seeing is that the ground is saturated. There's a lot of water coming off the hillside and the watershed areas.
Officials say many drivers underestimate the force of moving water, leading to trapped and submerged vehicles near Sacramento and in Santa Barbara County, where the local airport was closed from flooding. The picturesque Refugio State Park also now closed to the public after these once majestic palm trees came crashing down.
The soil is so saturated, officials say many of these trees are now at risk of collapsing. Like these, 100-year-old trees just uprooted, collapsed into the ocean.
In Sonoma County, vineyards and roadways flooded as the atmospheric river continues to wreak havoc across the state. In Los Angeles, hit hard by mudslides just 2 weeks ago, residents fear the worst.
Every single night I wake up wondering, is the mud going to come down again into the house again?
The historic Wayfarers Chapel in Palos Verdes closed indefinitely due to extensive land movement. And part of the famed Mulholland Drive still closed from a landslide at risk of falling. While in Orange County, officials are continuing to monitor these multi-million-dollar cliffside homes, with more rain still on the horizon.
Forecasters say, as you just heard there, that the rain in California is likely to end, but not until tomorrow afternoon.